afternoon. Two PNP Highway Patrol Group personnel involved in an armed encounter in 2018 voluntarily surrendered to the authorities after the Regional Trial Court Branch 99 in Rizal issued outstanding warrant of arrest for 2 counts of murder against them. These two Highway Patrol Group personnel were identified as Captain John Rosel Banarca and Police Staff Sergeant Alvin de la Cruz, who figured in a shooting incident in Floodway, Rizal on November 9, 2018. Police Captain Barnaca and his personnel voluntarily surrendered to me through Police Brigadier General Jonel Istomo, Director of the PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group, to shed light regarding the aforementioned case and to face the trials equally.
Thank you, sir. Any question on the statement of the PNP chief?
Anong case na involved?
I think ito yung kay Santillan. Marami na silang question. Yeah, parang inassert ito ni Congressman Joe. And alleging that the PNP has not effected the arrest, but mind you, because of the issuance of the warrant of arrest, I think their current status is that they are on a wood, according to the Regional Director of Police Regional Office 4A. Yes.
Dismiss na sila, sir, sa service o na sila?
Awol. The Awol case can be tried ex parte. No, pero now with these two personnel surrendering to the PNP, we can have jurisdiction over them and also try them for their Awol case.
Okay. Any other question? Wala na.
Ito when you try the criminal case, it's exactly independent from the administrative case, because the degree of proof in an administrative case is only substantial evidence for you to get a conviction or a sentence. But when it comes to criminal case, it's based on proof beyond reasonable doubt. But interchangeably, the evidences in the administrative can also be used in the criminal case. However, the conviction of either cannot be a basis of the other one. So kahit convicted siya sa criminal, pero doon sa administrative, pwedeng wala siyang kasalanan or vice versa. So the administrative and criminal case are independent from each other. Although, like this, for example, they surrendered. They have a warrant of arrest. So what will actually happen when they get detained, they automatically would be, their salary with the PNP would automatically be suspended by reason of their being detained. So automatic yun. Pag meron kang warrant of arrest, lalo na pag hindi bailable at nakulong ka, there's a specific legal term for that. I can't remember. Parang, kasi no work, no pay tayo, di ba? So once nakulong yan sila, automatically their salary would stop.
Sir, particularly, ano daw yung naging rule nito? Dalawa, sir?
That I still have to find out. No, that's why they're here, to shed light regarding the aforementioned case and to face the trials equally.
So, but, meaning, since the time they went on a wall, nagtuloy pa silang tumatanggap na?
No. Pag na-declare ka kasi ng awol, automatic stop din yung sweldo mo.
Alright, so we move on to other issues.
Sir, pwede ko lang doon sa drugs watch list na Pangulo. Doon daw sa 356, 4 na ito raw ang may dati ng kaso. May reaction po ba?
As promised, I will not discuss, no? And actually, what we're going to tell the, we will submit that after a month, no? So that's March 7. Tapos na actually, but ang problema, they have to prepare, it's a very tedious process that they have to prepare resolutions to each and every single person there. Kaya we're asking that it will be submitted probably March 9. And what I'm planning to do is I have to present it to the SILG first before I will present it to the President.
Thank you po.
Okay, any other? Raymond.
Yung incident kahapon, meron pa yung I heard you say na parang you tend to kayo sa naging response na NCRP together with pero yung observance na yung crowd control mukhang pa rin naging problema natin kahapon, sir.
Generally, I'm satisfied because nobody died, which is the most important thing. Of course, yung initial na nabaril, wala tayong control doon kasi yun yung initial na blast. No? But after the local government unit has activated its crisis management committee, then we will be responsible. Actually, maraming comments, no? Like crowd control, are people allowed to take FB Live? These are protocols which the PNP should have a very closer look, no? Kasi, di ba, we were criticized in confiscating a cell phone of a person, no, by a general. So this time, we want to be very careful and we will sit down and evaluate what happened there. There was even a question, why allow him to go on a press conference? But ako, I would already tell you that the reason behind there is tactical. No? Alam nyo, probably very open tayo, but you must understand also that in some aspects of police operations, just like the military, we cannot divulge everything, di ba? Kasi alam nyo, pag dinivulge, even there's a critic on us presenting our procured equipment. Kasi di ba, alam na ng kalaban kung ano yung capability namin, alam na ng kalaban kung anong paraan. And remember, like crisis management of this sort would happen from time to time. And if we reveal our tactical secrets, how can we be more effective if needed? So I hope you would understand. But again, bakit nagkaroon ng press conference? The reason is tactical.
Okay, Lea.
Which we cannot divulge. And I hope the public would understand.
Afternoon, sir. Sir, ano yung mga rules of engagement sa hostage taking incidents?
Rules of engagement. Abutin tayo buong araw. No, pero basic lang when there's a hostage crisis, usually kung man-inflicted, no, or man-made siya, ang pinakauna talaga is identify the negotiator. Second is to come up with a crisis management committee. In the usual course of things, it's usually headed by the local chief executive. The police or military action comes a little bit later, when it is the last option that should be done in any crisis management. So basically, ganun yung protocols, ganun yung police operational procedure that we follow on crisis management.
Okay. Next question. Okay. Hello.
Sir, yung nag-press conference, yung suspect, sir, meron siyang pinakapapa ko pa rin. Ano, sir, yung nagtulak sa negotiator para inarap siya sa media na nila?
Tanungin nyo siguro ang negotiator. Sinabi ko nga, again, tactical, wag na nating i-reveal kasi hindi lang tayo ngayon lang magkaroon ng crisis management, no? We'll have more. Hopefully, wag naman sana. Pero, wag natin i-reveal lahat ng secrets ng craft, no? Because it's not only now that we're going to use it. We're going to use it in future na sana wala, crisis management.
Okay.
So I hope you understand. You don't need to understand every minute detail of it. And I hope you would submit to it.
Alfred.
Maybe no one will sources, director, no background to guys sa
Ikaw naman.
Okay, Chief of SOSHA, who's Brigadier General Michael General Dubria, will answer the question.
Good afternoon, everyone. As for the security guard, he is identified as Mr. ARCHIE Pedraza. So I was interviewed last night by DCMM and I was given the wrong name. That's why I answered that the security guard was not in possession of a license to exercise security profession. But I stand corrected now because we just got a copy from the SPD for the NCRPO Regional Director. It was not official yet, but then I saw the name. So the name is ARCHIE. So he is in possession of a license to exercise security profession to expire on 2021.
Sir, may window lang yung may-ari nitong SASCOR.
May-ari. So the general manager is identified as Mr. Joselito Dabu. Joselito Dabu. He is the licensee. Dabu. DABU. And then their agency is set to expire this month. But then they still have the time to renew it. Meron tayong period for renewal for it.
Sir, dun sa nangyari, tinakita ba kayong violation on the part of the agency?
The agency is also a licensed agency. They have a current license to operate. And then they employ, with this current development, this information, they employed a licensed security guard. So I think for the administrative matter, as at first glance, no, wala silang liability, but then that did not prevent us, or that did not prevent me from ordering an inspection for all the posts of the private security agency, such as the agency is identified as the SASCOR Armor Security Corporation.
Okay. All right. Follow up.
We sent out investigating team, inspection team to their post starting with Green Hills, and maybe when we find out from their monthly disposition report, yung mga different posts nila inspect namin.
Sir, verification. Dito sa SOSHA, wala kayong record dito. Ang record niya sa SP. Tama po ba? Sa pagkakaintindi ko.
Let me clarify that. You mean to say by record, the record of the security guard?
Yes.
His records are, he has a record with our office. But then, if you're talking about the investigation and the preparation of the filing of appropriate criminal charges against him, local police po yun. Sa San Juan City Police Office po yun.
Sir?
Okay. Next.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, ano po ba yung penalties kapag walang lisensya? For the record.
Pwedeng dalawang aspect po yun. Walang lisensya yung guardia or walang lisensya yung private security agency. In this case, meron po silang lisensya dalawa. And then, graduated po yung ating mga penalties dito. So, meron tayong first-time offender. May monetary penalty po yun, ranging from 10,000 to 30,000 pesos. Plus, without prejudice to the recommendation for their cancellation or revocation of their license.
All right.
Sir, makalang din na verify na sir, kung yung baril may issue ba? O may lisensya ba yung baril?
Unofficially, I read the report. It doesn't have any serial number. So there is no firearm belonging to the government that has no serial number na baril.
So ano sa responsibility ng agency?
Ano ang responsibility ng agency? As of now, as far as I can see, walang responsibility because the security guard acted on his own. So whatever,
So, sir,
But having a gun without a serial number?
baka hindi yun ang nag-issue.
I think we should wait for the investigation to be completed by the San Juan City Police Office.
So it's not checked yet na sa agency yung baril?
It could never be an agency-owned firearm because walang serial number yung baril. So maybe it's a homemade firearm or he sourced it from other sources, hindi not legal actually. It's illegal.
Makakuha nila yung possession of firearms.
I believe so, yes. Kasi hindi listed sa security agency yung baril.
All right. Sige. Okay.
What happened sa hapon? What move will be social made para isa yung mga insidenteng ganito mga pwedeng kasi pag pakinggan natin yung guardia, meron din naman siyang sariling problema doon sa kanyang management.
Actually, when he presented his documents, his requirements complete, and then he was able to get his license. So among those requirements listed is a neuropsychiatric clearance. So this neuropsychiatric clearance can be administered by accredited NP testing centers, accredited by the Department of Health and of course by the Philippine National Police General Hospital. So I think the problem we will be focusing on checking the authenticity of these clearances that these applicants for security guards that they are presenting in our office.
All right. Okay. Last for the social. Okay. Yes. Okay.
What is the reason? What is the optics of what you're going to do in inspecting the outposts of SASCOR? Ano yung gagawin exactly ng police? Ano yung kakanapin mo? Ano yung tinitingnan? At ano yung mga irregularities that you're looking for?
Okay. Some of the things that the inspecting team will be checking with the agency or the post. Kasi yung agency is meron silang office, main office. But then ang post, ang client that contracted the services of this agency, meron din silang sub-office doon, such as in Green Hills Estate, sa kanilang administrative office. So meron yan we will be checking the duty detail order of the guards, the names of the guards, the firearms that they are using, of course, the uniforms, the serial numbers of the firearms, among others. Marami pa yung titignan dyan. So, hindi lang,
Okay.
Background lang po ng SASCOR. Meron pa po bang ibang notable institutions at saka commercial establishments na nakalitan din naman ng mga security guard aside from green laws? May iba pa ba siyang binabantayan, sir, na commercial establishments?
yes, maraming guards ang SASCO. Maraming guards and marami silang clients and maraming establishments.
Can we disclose it?
Hindi. Yun, administrative matter na po yun. So, I believe that the investigation is ongoing. So, let us give the responsibility to the local police.
Okay, that's it for the social. Okay, we'll have to excuse muna si John Dobrik. Alright. Okay, any more question for the GPNP?
Sir, yung number sa inyo, ilang total na hostage victims?
Hostage victim?
Yeah, mga hostage na. Ilan, sir, ang
Bakit kailangan malaman ko?
Ilan, sir, in total? We have to be precise.
You asked the RD and CRPO who was there from the very beginning. Look, a lot of people are asking me questions on the details. Sabi ko, look, I have a regional director, no? Probably I could get a briefing after, no? Or pero ang sa akin kasi is I trust so much my regional director, no? Ang marami nga nagtanong, ba't hindi ka pumunta? Do I need to be there? No? These are matters which should be dealt with. Kaya nga meron tayong devolution, di ba? Meron tayong subordinates. Ano na lang, si CPNP na lang ng lahat nagawa. No? That's why, sorry, no, but this is my kind of leadership and I think it's effective. Because I give autonomy to some extent to my subordinate commanders. And we respect that.
Alright, that's it.
Thank you. What about?
Sir, yung mga RD, the report,
Hindi, pag ang style kasi namin ngayon sa command conference, more on putting up issues and then we debate on it. Or hindi naman debate, we get inputs from them so that we come up with better policies. No? At ang tumagal doon is of course about illegal gambling. No? Pero ang naging guidance ko, sabi ko, una, pagdating sa cockfighting, unahin muna natin, yung mga illegal per se, no? Like video carrera, fruit game, wedding, sweatres, wherein we don't need another government agency to interpret our actions, then go tayo doon. Now, pagdating sa tupada, no? Sabi ko, coordinate with your different local chief executives, mayors of municipalities and cities that it is the opinion of the PNP na pag meron kang sabong outside of a legal authorized cockpit which has been licensed by the LGU themselves, then it is illegal. And then second, sa mga patay, pati patay na pag-usapan kanina, no? Sabi ko, let us come up with a policy and communicate this again with the local chief executives. Sabi ko, allowed ang patay traditionally na ihayat sa Tagalog? Iburol mo ng 7 days sa Catholics. And I think all other religions, maximum of 2 weeks. Kasi di ba yung allegation na ini-extend. And then, what would be allowed is 1 table of cards and 1 table of mahjong. 1 game per table. Kasi sabi, sir, baka maglagay ng napakahabang mesa. At marami. Ganun yung mga debate kanina, no? So, now all other games done in the way, we will not authorize it. So, even bingo, no? Para klaro na tayo, no? Now, ito naman, we will communicate this with the local chief executives and we will get their opinion. But if they will not comment, then this is now PNP's policy on cockfighting and mga patay. Now, on other aspects like online sabong, pogo, ano pa ba yan? STL, and etc. We will be having a meeting with the concerned agencies and government bodies by March 20 something. So that, ganun ang gagawin namin. We will tell you that this one is the legal gambling activity. This is the government in charge of regulating it. These are the illegal games that are resultant to the legal games. Para once and for all, we define and we also inform the public na pag nag-engage ka ng ganitong sugal, alam mo kung legal or illegal. Ang daming debate kanina like online sabong, e-sabong. So sabi ko magulo. Let us talk with the agencies who are supposed to be the primary regulatory bodies for this.
Sir, sa NCRP, open na ito pag na ng ARCHIE na bawal na magsugal sa way. So, ano, pwedeng ma-cancel?
Sinong mas malaki? Si NCRP o si CPNP? Oh, hindi. Once the Chief PNP gives his guidance, then yun ang guidance ng PNP. So, revoke yun. Pero balik pa rin tayo doon sa 1 table. 1 table per game, ha? Maximum 2 tables. Kasi baka maglagay sila ng long table.
Last question, Rhea.
So, yung result lang po ng 1 week na palugit sa mga party?
Hindi, ang sabi ko naman doon sa kanilang 1 week, do something about it. Otherwise, pag nilusob na kayo ng national headquarters, then mananagot kayo sa iyo. Mananagot kayo sa akin. And effectively, nag-react naman sila lahat. But again, we urge the public to give us your feedback. No? Lalo na yung nangongotong, lalo na yung mga pulis na tumatanggap sa illegal gambling. Okay?
Okay, that's
Let's
it.
have lunch. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.